Good morning, beloveds. Okay. I'm, yeah. Um, my camera angle looks a little weird today. I apologize. One of these days I will show you the rig that I'm using. I have a very cheap stand for my camera holder. I literally bought it right at the beginning of all of this. And I bought it online, so I didn't go in and look at it, so I didn't know what I was getting. And it's worked very well. It's just, it doesn't always hold position. And then you should see the stack of books and boxes, and yeah. So when my camera angle looks weird, that's why. And today, my stand had gotten weird, so I had to adjust it. And I'm just like, we were so not prepared for this. So not prepared for this. Any of us who had never live streamed before, we were like, we have the ability, but we don't necessarily have the equipment to make it look good. I enjoy sunny days better because my light in this room is better on sunny days. But I like rainy days too. Although it does make the light strange. Alright, you know. Enough rambling. It is September 9th. And the cat was like, are you going to stop talking? And then he just turned and walked out of the room. Okay, it is September 9th. It is Wednesday. And our title today is The Immutable Law of God Sustains My Positive Acceptance of Perfect Faith. And our Bible quote is, "Thy faith hath saved me, go in peace." And that is Luke 7:50. Okay, I may not have enunciated that quote correctly, so I'm going to try again. Thy faith has saved thee, go in peace. Okay. The these and the thous, if I don't enunciate them correctly, they don't sound right. So I wanted to make sure that I enunciated that one well. All right. Let's see. Everyone believes that all things are possible to the person who has faith, but everyone has not taken the time to analyze exactly what faith is. Should we do this, we would at once see that faith is a definite mental attitude, or an attitude of the intellect or the conscious mind, that is no longer denied by our subconscious reaction to life. Faith is not perfect when we say, I believe, help thou my unbelief. The second part of this statement comes from the subjective reaction of doubt. Faith is perfect when we say, I believe, and when there is nothing within us that says, help thou my unbelief. Therefore, we see that faith is more than an objective statement. We do not have perfect faith while subjective contradictions deny the affirmations of our lips. This is what the Bible means when it says we must know in the heart. The heart symbolizes the innermost center of being. When the intellect is no longer contradicted by our emotional reactions, by unconscious doubts and fears, the word of our mouth will immediately bear fruit. Today, I have faith that my word shall not return unto me void. Today, I surrender myself completely to this faith, for I know that there is a creative spirit that gives substance to this faith, and that will provide the evidence of this substance in actual fact. Therefore, I expect to meet my good and rejoice in the anticipation of this good. I know that my faith operates through an immutable law and that there is no possibility whatsoever of its failing. As you can see, Rita has joined me. So I had to pause for a minute while she tried to knock everything over. And now I'm going to wait for her to settle down. Okay. So yesterday's topic, I was like, bang on, I've got this, I know what we're talking about. And today's topic, this is going to require some work on my part. Faith is not one of my areas of expertise, I guess. It's an area of study, is what I will say. I've got a ways to go. I admit that. Okay. So what I like about this is everyone believes that all things are possible to the person who has faith. But everyone has not taken the time to analyze exactly what faith is. So first off, he says, okay, well, we believe if you have faith, which is having faith, that if you that you can have what you ask for. But have you ever thought about what faith is? Now, thankfully, right after that, he does explain what Ernest believes faith is. Should we do this, we would at once see that faith is a definite mental attitude. So faith is a definite mental attitude. Thankfully, he goes further than that. So he says it's a definite mental attitude, an attitude of the intellect or the conscious mind that is no longer denied by our subconscious reactions to life. So it is an attitude of the intellect that is no longer contradicted by our emotional reactions. What we say that treatment is thoughts wrapped in feelings, right? So if we are going to have faith, then we have the thoughts, which is the intellect, and we have the feelings, which is our subconscious reaction to life. Those are our feelings, and they are in alignment. They are in alignment. So our thoughts and our feelings are in alignment, and that is what faith is. And I like how he says subconscious reactions to life, because I don't think about feelings that way. I don't think about feelings that way. I think about, feelings are, and the reaction, the subconscious reaction to life. We don't have control over our feelings. We have control over how we use our feelings, but we feel what we feel. We don't have control over how we feel. We have control over how we react to those feelings and how we behave based on those feelings. We don't necessarily have control over our feelings. So that's interesting, and I'm glad I see your call to action. This one's for you, Cleopatra. This one's work for me. Okay, so faith is not perfect when we say, I believe, help thou mine unbelief. Okay, I'm going to bet, because it's in quotes, that is a Bible quote. The second part of the statement comes from the subjective reaction of doubt. Faith is perfect when we say, I believe. And when there is nothing within us that says, help thou my unbelief. Therefore, we see that faith is more than an objective statement. We do not have perfect faith when subjective contradictions deny the affirmations of our lips. So basically, if you do not feel the words that are coming out of your lips, then you don't have perfect faith. Do you have faith? Yes. Is it perfect? No. And perfect just means whole. It does not mean flawless. We can have perfect faith and still be a hot mess, as I like to say. Okay, so we do not have perfect faith when subjective contradictions deny the affirmations of our lips. So basically, again, because it's a very important point, when our feelings don't match the words coming out of our mouth, we have work to do. We have work to do. We have got to get our feelings in alignment with our thoughts. And that's where the power of prayer and treatment is. When your feelings and thoughts align. So you either need to align your thoughts to your feelings or do the deep dive and get your feelings in order. Okay. This is what the Bible means when it says that we must know the heart. Like I said, deep dive. The heart symbolizes the innermost center of being. When the intellect is no longer contradicted by our emotional reactions, and that's where it is. When the intellect, when our words are no longer contradicted by our emotional reactions, the feelings, by unconscious doubts and fears, the word of our mouth will bear immediate fruit. So this one is and as Cleopatra said, this is a call to action, to do the deep dive, to get into that heart, to figure out where all of these feelings are coming from. Because we can't control our feelings, but we can ride our feelings out. And if we know where our feelings are coming from, and we get our feelings healthy, then our feelings will align with our thoughts, and then our treatments will be way more effective. Because your treatments are always going to be effective, but they're only going to be to the effect, to the level of effectiveness that your thoughts are aligned with your feelings. I really said that fast. I apologize. Today I have faith that my word will not return to me void. Today I surrender myself completely to this faith. For I know that there is a creative spirit that gives substance to this faith, and that will provide the evidence of the substance in actual fact. Okay, so we're having faith in the spirit that is going to grant that power, the power behind our word. The power doesn't come from us. The power comes through us, but the power is shaped by our thoughts and our feelings. And if our thoughts and our feelings aren't in alignment, then the shape is going to fall apart or come out. I'm going to use the word twisted, but I don't mean bad. We may not get exactly what we're asking for because our thoughts and feelings aren't in alignment. Because we have not done the deep work to eliminate the confusion and find the peace in our hearts, which will allow our feelings to align with our intellect. Therefore, I expect to meet my good and rejoice in the anticipation of this good. I know that my faith operates through an immutable law, and that there is no possibility whatsoever of its failing. Okay, so I know that my faith operates through an immutable law. I know, intellectually I know. Do I feel this? Do I feel that? Are my thoughts and feelings in alignment? All right. So I'm going to say that our mission today, I'm going to give you a mission today. Our mission today is to check in and see if our thoughts and our feelings are in alignment. And if they are not, then that is an invitation into the deep work of the heart to see where the feelings are coming from that are doubt, that are fear, that are insecurity. And to see what it is, where we need to do the work. And I will also tell you that one, you're not alone. One, you have spirit behind you when you do this work. And two, there are resources. There are practitioners, there are ministers, there are books, there are all of this that are available to help you on this journey into your heart, to see if you're feeling, to sort your feelings, to sort your heart, so that your thoughts and your feelings can align, so that your word will bear fruit. All right. That was a that was a lot. Okay. That one was tough. That is definitely an area of study for me. Yeah. Okay. So, do something loving for yourself. Do something kind for yourself. Do something compassionate for yourself today. Do something that engages your mind and your body. Open the windows of your soul. Allow the breath of heaven to come in to remind you that you do live in heaven now. To remind you that you are a beloved child of God in whom Spirit is well pleased. To whom Spirit will give everything to. And know that Reverend David will be on with you around 5 p.m. today. I will be back with you at 9 a.m. tomorrow. And Rita is just distracting the heck out of me today. So, we learned about faith today. And it was cool. All right, beloveds, do what you need to do to make it a fantastic day. I will see you tomorrow.